What's up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here, back with another VGC replay with my other team. I've made other teams since I uploaded that last video. It's been a couple of weeks? I don't even know. I made like a super meta team, and I was just playing around with it just because I just wanted to try it, really see how it played. It's also sort of been helping me understand how much damage certain Pokemon can do in certain ways. Anyway, so this is me using this team. I'm gonna go ahead and start real quick. So, I'm in the back apparently. So the super meta team is kind of super meta. So I've got Mega Salamence because Mega Salamence. I've got Scarf Tyranitar, Sandrush Excadrill, Support Cresselia, Choice Spec Sylveon, and then I've got Conkeldurr, because Conkeldurr has just been working out really well for me. I'm playing against a team that I was 100% certain was... I mean, this is obviously going to be Trick Room. There's no question about it. Every single Pokemon on his team has like less than 40 speed, so it's really obvious it's going to be a Trick Room team. Now, it occurred to me after this battle, my Sylveon does not have negative speed nature like I meant for it to have. Basically, whenever I'm running slow Pokemon, like I'm running Conkeldurr, I'm running Sylveon, I give them minus speed natures just to kind of give them a little advantage when I'm up against speed control teams, Trick Room teams. And that kind of hurt me quite a bit here in this match, because I'm pretty certain I could have outsped Hariyama in the Trick Room, but well, you'll see. So he starts with Fake Out, and okay, so this is what I knew was going to happen, because I don't know much about Hariyama. I didn't know much about what the moves it could learn were. I thought its only real steel move was Bullet Punch, so I was like, I'll be fine here. Like, he's probably just going to Fake Out Sylveon, set up Trick Room with Cresselia, and then probably next turn he'll switch it out into Camerupt, since Camerupt can eat a Hyper Voice pretty well and doesn't really fear anything from Cresselia. So sure enough, because I'm choiced, obviously I'm not going to be able to protect that, so I just get hit by it. And I went ahead and Psychicked the Hariyama. So then I went and Helping Handed, assuming I could live, whatever, and then get, a super strong Hyper Voice out. Well, that didn't happen, and that didn't happen because apparently Hariyama learns Heavy Slam, and I just wasn't aware of that. And also, I'm gonna check this real quick. I don't know what Sylveon's speed is with a minus speed nature. I'm gonna find out real quick. Oh no, 60 speed. That's too high. I still would have been outsped anyway. 60 base speed, I mean. Because Hariyama has base 45 or base 50. So yeah, that put me at I'm like, well, shit. I needed that Pokemon. So in comes Conkeldurr, because I know he's gonna lead with Heat Wave, and Wide Guard's gonna let me survive that for free. He close combats and gets a critical hit against my Conkeldurr, which is fucking annoying. If he hadn't gotten that, I'd have been at about 50% health right now. He still would have done. He would have done 60. No, I would have been at 60% health. He would have done 60%, put me into Citrus Berry range. I would have healed up and would have been okay right there. I switch into Salamence expecting another Heat Wave. I'm like, he'll probably Heat Wave again. He won't, and even if he doesn't, I figured, the only other likely move is he's gonna Earth Power, and Salamence would be able to save that easily. So I just go ahead and Psychic the Hariyama, and then get it out of the way. So in comes Cresselia. I'm like, well, I can't really do much to that. I was expecting... I don't know what I was really expecting from Cresselia. Maybe a Helping Hand, maybe something, but maybe something else, I don't know. But it just went for Ice Beam against Salamence. I'm like, well, shit, it has Ice Beam. I know on this turn right here, he's definitely going to protect with Camerupt, because he doesn't want to take anything from Salamence. My Salamence actually has Heat Wave instead of Earthquake. It's Hyper Voice Return instead of Double Edge. Excuse me, I'm drinking my favorite sparkling raspberry juice. It's delicious. But yeah, I have Heat Wave instead of Earthquake, just because I don't want to be completely crippled if I get hit with a Will-O-Wisp. I mean, either way, I'm still gonna lose. No matter which move I've got, I'm gonna lose to like Rotom anyway. But yeah, that's why I've got Heat Wave anyway, and it gives me something to deal with Steel types, which my team has a bit of an issue with, a little bit, not a huge issue, but anyway. So I knew he was going to protect the camera up here so he could set up Trick Room with Cresselia. So I go for the Helping Hand return. It does not do nearly enough. It does 52%. I'm like, ugh. I protect again with Salamence, just sort of to waste a turn. And he goes for Ancient Power, which I found kind of weird, because if he got that speed boost, it actually would be bad for him. And then he sets up a Gravity with Cresselia. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. Luckily, Earth Power doesn't do a ton to my Cresselia because I am specially defensive instead of physically defensive. So it's only a 3-hit KO, but with leftovers and Protect, I knew I'd be able to survive it. So here comes a big play, or a big turn, I should say. He goes for Helping Hand Earth Power against Cresselia, and I was like, I was actually expecting Heat Wave, but I didn't want to go for Wide Guard because Conkeldurr was more important than Cresselia right now in order to deal damage. But then I thought about it and I'm like, no, that Cresselia might have Psychic, Psychic, Ice Beam, Gravity, Trick Room. And if it does, what he's going to do is he's going to Earth Power my Cresselia just to get some free damage on it, because he won't die this turn from Cresselia anyway, and then he'll probably Psychic the Conkeldurr and just try and get it off the field and kill it, and at that point even if I kill his Camerupt, all I've got left is my Cresselia. But he turns out to have Helping Hand instead of Psychic, so I get a free knockoff. I go for Wide Guard here, expecting a Helping Hand Heat Wave at that point. I was like, that was sort of a 50-50 there. He may have gone for Earth Power, he may have gone for Heat Wave. I went for the Wide Guard just because it would allow, no matter what, it would basically allow Conkeldurr to survive. And he was basically my only hope for winning at this point. But amazingly enough, a Helping Hand Earth Power does not kill my Cresselia. And that runs out his last turn of Trick Room, allowing me to Psychic his Cresselia and Drain Punch his Camerupt and take them both out. And at this point, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I've made this kind of comeback, because let's be honest here, I was on the death throes there for a little bit. Like, both of my Pokemon are, one hit from death, and depending on what his last Pokemon is, this could be really bad. If it's Sableye, if it's Foul Play Sableye, I have no way of beating it. I've got Icy Wind on Cresselia, so yeah. A Helping Hand boosted knockoff might do, a large chunk of damage to it, but I don't know if it'll kill it unless it's completely offensive, which I find unlikely. Gastrodon, especially if it has Recover, will be really difficult to get past as well. However, Helping Hand boosted Drain Punches will deal a good chunk of damage to it, and if it ever scalds Conkeldurr and burns it, I'll be at the advantage, because then I can just Drain Punch it to death. And if it's Ferrothorn, well, unfortunately for him, it's Ferrothorn, and since this is a Trick Room team, that's definitely going to be offensive Ferrothorn. Not much in terms of defense, other than probably max health, and max health Ferrothorn might be able to survive a Helping Hand boosted Drain Punch, but even if it does, Conkeldurr is going to get all the way back to full health, and Ferrothorn will die to the next one anyways. So yeah, I want to give a good game to Wasabi Fold, my opponent. He actually played. I mean, he played really well. I actually played kind of poorly right at the beginning. It just so happened that I don't want to. I didn't get lucky. I kind of got lucky. I got lucky that Helping Hand Earth Power didn't kill my Cresselia, but I mean, I just kind of ended up outplaying him in the end. The only thing that really I got really lucky about was Ferrothorn being his last Pokemon, since his Ferrothorn cannot do anything to my Conkeldurr. Ferrothorn was the entire one of the other main reasons I brought Conkeldurr, because I knew if he brought Ferrothorn and I didn't bring Conk, I'd have no way of really beating it. But yeah, that was a really good game in my opinion. Despite my being stupid and basically sacrificing my Sylveon, which could have been super useful. If for nothing else, I could have gotten out like the Helping Hand boosted Hyper Beam or something and just murdered some random ass Pokemon. But yeah, major shout outs to Salamence for also doing friggin' nothing. The 52% to Cresselia obviously mattered. I mean, without it, there was no way I was ever gonna get past the Cresselia. But I'm rethinking Return now. Maybe I'll just make that extra jump to Double Edge. But I just don't like the recoil, man. Maybe I'm not at like maximum happiness on my team. I should go check that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pink Reaper signing out.